Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk. I am your host, Jeff Hootselle with AuditMax. As you guys know, this is a show we talk to technology leaders from all over the country. They're doing some amazing things out there. Today we have a terrific guest. She is a leader and the managing partner of a platinum Salesforce company here in town. They were named one of the 2020 top consulting groups for enabling customer success. She's been named the 2020 Tech Leader by the Jacksonville Business Journal. So we are really, really excited to have Sara Hale with Coastal Cloud with us today. Sara, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, so that's some pretty good accolades for 2020. You know, in a tough year when you guys are getting recognized for helping, be one of the top partners for customer success, and obviously your personal recognition as well. What's that been like for you?
Well, that's just bonus on top of, what we're trying to do with our business. 2020, despite everything that's happening in the world, has been very busy for us, and we've been growing. And more importantly, we have been able to very quickly deliver solutions for our clients that are making a difference, that are helping save lives, and also, just making a difference in the world. So it feels really good. So the awards are just bonus above all that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know, you guys get that award for kind of being the top partner in the country for enabling customer success. That's you kind of let that roll off your tongue, but that's a big deal. There's a lot of partners out there. So, yeah.
We were super excited. So we are a partner of Salesforce.com, and there's 1,700 partners worldwide. And we had submitted some project stories that we were hoping to get acknowledged for, and we actually got this broader award for overall customer success across our customers and our knowledge of their platform across all the different applications that you can use. And so we were really honored, and we believe in clients for life. 70% of our new work comes from existing clients. And that was just this unexpected award that acknowledged what we work hard every day to do is make our clients successful.
So, Sara, that's a fantastic thing to be recognized for. But what's kind of your strategy? What makes you guys different from those other 1,700 partners, especially when you're talking about working with these customers? They're all trying to kind of go through their digital transformation journey, and you guys are a key part of that. What's your approach that you think sets you guys apart?
So Tim and I, my husband and I, started this company about 8 years ago, and we wanted to create the company that we would have always wanted to work for, and focus on the clients that we think would be fun to work with. So we're about 240 consultants. We are 100% onshore. We are easy to communicate with. We are the same time zone. We're headquartered in Palm Coast, Florida. Our tagline is "Live at the beach, work in the cloud." We focus really big on our culture and making sure our people are happy, and happy people will then work very hard to make their clients happy. We have people in 29 states. We're 48% women, and we have more women in leadership than men. So we're way above industry averages for that, which is something we're very proud of. And we focus on the middle market. We focus on, below enterprise, below the Fortune 500, and go to clients where we think we can go in and make real business change that either help them grow sales or reduce their cost. And then we also have a very large public sector practice, but we focus on state and local primarily. And we have industry expertise in healthcare and manufacturing and professional services. But we really do focus on culture, which means we have, a less than 5% attrition rate. And that has so much value for our clients, because when the same people that they've worked with over the years, will finish a project, they'll be enabled for a year, and then they'll call up and say, hey, now we might want to move, I want to improve our marketing automation. Can you guys come back in and help us? And we'll have the same people that knows the business problems they're trying to solve. And it's just helped us grow tremendously. So it's working.
No, that's terrific. Yeah, the culture piece really, it pays off. You take care of your internal people, and then in turn they're going to be happy and take care of your customers. So I think that's a great approach from it. I'm curious. So when you're talking to clients and they're looking at how do they improve processes and scale their businesses and grow, there's usually so many different areas of opportunities to do that. Sometimes the hard part is really honing in and picking the right one, to really invest in and pour your resources into. How do you guys approach that? I know you've had a quote that I've heard you use before that's don't pave the cow path. Talk a little bit about what that means and to you, and kind of how you apply that to your clients.
Yeah, so that's a great one. So, the cows always take the same path to the water. And sometimes when a company wants to automate their processes, they think they just want to automate the process that they're doing today. So let's pave that path, and it won't wear down, it won't get muddy. But really, that may not be the best shortcut to get to the water. You might want to cut a hole in the trees and do something different that actually saves time and gets them where they need to go faster. And so it's very important when we come in, to not just look at automating a process, but to really engage the leaders that this is your time to change it, and what can we do, and what is going to really bring you your biggest return on investment. There's a lot of things that can be done, but what's going to save you the most money or grow you the most sales, and really try to think about it, different ways that you can get there, and then focus on that. So that's one of the things that's very important. Another one is, the 80-20 rule, I call it, where, focus on the 80% that's going to give you your biggest bang for the buck. And don't worry about the 20% that happens sometimes and, maybe needs to be handled, but maybe it doesn't need to be handled with this automated process right now, because IT projects can also very frequently get derailed from focusing on things that do not happen very often. So really focus on, what do you sell the most? How can we make that the most efficient, and work on that? So those are the two things that I think help us work with our clients up front, to define how they can change things. And then technology is just an enabler to do that.
Yeah, I would think, especially now with everything the pandemic's brought us throughout the course of this year, with a lot of businesses that are used to having that face-to-face interaction, and are kind of having to shift and use these digital tools and figure out how to interact with their clients remotely and different things like that. It's probably more crucial now than ever, I would imagine, to really think about these CRM applications and all the other pieces that touch it and kind of flow into that. I mean, how do you see just that customer engagement, process for some of these companies being more essential now than ever based on everything that's going on with the pandemic?
Well, the pandemic has brought so many things to light, and cloud-based technologies is one of the things that is helping us get through this pandemic. Allow businesses to keep running. So it's been really key in that, and it's just it's going to change our industry forever. People don't have to co-locate in buildings in order to be productive. And as we look at our clients and look at ways to automate their processes, we have a great customer story where it's a global manufacturing yacht, a yacht manufacturer, and they make these beautiful boats that they ship out worldwide, and they'll end up in Fort Lauderdale or in California, and the excited buyer gets the boat, and they realize that sometimes everything isn't working, and these dealers were realizing that the little buttons that open all the cabinets were failing. And so they would, as you bought your boat, they would actually hand you a pile of these little gadgets. They said, these are going to fail, so we're going to give you 10 so you can just replace them, so that it's working well. And what was interesting was that all these different dealers throughout the world weren't telling the factory that this issue was happening. And the factory was still building brand new boats using these same, failed metal from a vendor, because they weren't aware of the data around the world, that was being collected. And so this manufacturer wants to improve what they're building, and they need to get this feedback globally, even during a pandemic, and understand, what can they be changing on the factory line so that the end product is better. And by now collecting all that data and getting the feedback, they can make real-time changes on the floor that will ultimately lead to happier boat owners, better customer satisfaction, and they're going to save a ton of money in their bottom line with warranty repairs. And and it's cloud-based technology that enables all that. But it's just a great story on the power of the technology, even during the pandemic, that can be used to solve real problems, and you no longer have to be face to face.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. The last thing when you do and you want to invest and buy a luxury item like a yacht is to be handed a bag of parts and say, hey, here's my lasting impression for you is everything's going to break on your boat, and here's a bag of replacement parts, right? It's not the feeling you want to leave them with after that transaction, I'm sure.
when it was simple to fix too, and it was crazy that they spent 8 more months putting a piece that was going to fail into new boats. So it's the power of the little things that's just a little example, but it's the power of getting all of that data together and then making executive decisions and improving your product. So
that's awesome. Well, Sara, so if folks want to find out more about Coastal Cloud, where can they go to learn more about you and your company?
Well, you can go to our website at www.coastalcloud.us, and that's where you can learn about us, or you can reach out directly on LinkedIn. We love to help clients solve their problems, and we think we have an amazing team that we can bring to the table to help do that for our clients.
That's terrific. Well, Sara, congratulations to you and your husband and the whole company for all the success you've had in the past year and the last few years. I know we're looking for really great things for you guys, and I definitely recommend that folks check you out if they're thinking about investing in Salesforce and trying to solve some of those business issues. And thanks for joining us today.
Great. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. Stay safe.
Right, and thank you guys for tuning in as well. If you guys want to see more interviews like Sara's, you can go on auditmax.com and see our whole library of interviews. You can also check out our podcasts on all the different places you find your favorite podcasts. We look forward to seeing you next time.